to come. So they do all kinds of things to destroy this government image. That's what I know. Because this government cannot involve itself in killing people and killing people. President Joshua, when he became president, he opened a church.
In more recent time, and just over the weekend, Ambassador Joseph Boakai made a statement that people shouldn't take men's job and give it to boys. He's a boy taking over a man's task in the presidency. What do you make of that?
Two things I want to say. That statement doesn't go well with me. If Mr. Weir is a boy, then I think he's a good boy. Because Joseph Boakai, former Vice President Boakai, dropped in his heart. He collapsed, almost died. It is that boy, because George Weir, who ran there, pick him up, charter a plane to fly him abroad for open heart surgery that made him to live today with pacemaker battery. He's a battery total right now. So the battery is controlled by the white man who gave it in the medical center where he was flown to. So maybe he's not well to speak the way he's speaking. He's not well. He's using battery. It's not normal. A man who is using battery and a man who has a natural eye, compare the two. So Joseph Boakai, the former vice president, he's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country. He said, so maybe that the frustration making to speak the way he did, calling the president boy. So Joseph Boakai, the former vice president, he's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country. He said, so maybe that the frustration making to speak the way he did, calling the president boy. So Joseph Boakai, the former vice president, he's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country. He said, so maybe that the frustration making to speak the way he did, calling the president boy. How many million people voted that boy? So many millions. Look at this boy and elected him. Maybe he called Joseph, George Weir boy because of the age. Because Joseph Boakai is over 70 and this boy is about 50 something. So when you say boy, well, that's it. But boy in the sense of immaturity, no. George Weir is mature. He's mature. That's why he told Joseph Boakai on the ground where he collapsed to fly him abroad for medical checkup, for medical heart surgery. That's what made him to live today. I think Joseph Boakai, in conclusion, should be very grateful to that boy who flew him out of the country for open heart surgery that make him to live today. But the way Joseph Boakai speaks, the way he acts, he is one of the 9 ungrateful lepers. The fact is, you could have know you, but he did not. He saved this old man. But what the old man is returning is ungratefulness. Call this president boy. You call the whole Liberian president boy, then you old man, you told him battery around here. But I cannot look at a battery man and elect you because any minute you could collapse. But you already say you want to be president and we know your record. You're on the time bomb, on the borderline.
Just sitting and laughing and reading the comment section. John Balu said, the reason why he's in this is to save the state. Save Liberia. But Senator Balu was senator when in his county, 5 wonderful Liberians gruesomely murdered. Their bodies were mutilated. He didn't say anything. A colleague who was then a senator, whose name is enshrined in the TRC report, whose testimony you can find everywhere, that allegedly Carol is massacred on the Kavala River, became a senator from in jail. He came from jail. That case died in Maryland. Senator Balu was senator. Senator Balu was senator when Keith Juba was killed. Senator Balu was senator when the Fula man was beheaded in River G. Senator Balu was senator when the 17 young men were killed between Lower Magidi and Grand Bassa County. Senator Balu was senator when one of the people who funding all of his effort was giving Ente-Janet Hosmer money and squash car to lobby for him to move on traveling ban and access free. But today, he said he wants to save the country. Senator Balu was senator when Bridgeway from London came to do prospect in Liberia. Senator Balu then got vehicle and money.
Balu, that Brian, senator.
It's not a job budget. And somebody come and stand in front of me and say, Representative Grace misleading the public. It's a disservice to you. And you must hold their feet to the fire because some of you voted for these thieves. There's 3.6 million. The money here. The thing is in the budget. There's the final budget. So, like, they don't tell you when they took it all of a sudden, where they put it. I beg you. One question is, when they took it out, can you show us where you put your share? That's the question. If they answer that question, come back to me.
We now go over to Robert Tier of the Unity Party.
Yeah, everything I do, we must first tell the thing to the people.
That's what I'm saying.
We've been doing that with people cleaning the champagne in our various communities. In social science, said, go to people and ask them what the name. And so you posing them to say, I name this. But if you don't ask your people, then where you carry to them? So before I ask them what the name, and what it means that we're taking it to them.
Your 3 major priorities.
Right now, if you look at I'm a teacher in profession.
You teacher?
Yeah, I'm a teacher. The second thing is that we want the borough's autonomous.
The Boris what?
It's autonomous. It's autonomous. Yeah, it's autonomous.
Go ahead.
And we look at some of the things we want to consider, because we talk about autonomous, that means you have a lot of facility, a lot of things that you do in the borough. And if you are autonomous and you have other things to do, and if you look at the Nukuta, many young people are graduated from college also in the district. Right now, the first thing we embarked was to have a reconciliation regional meeting all of the communities.
So Tia, at what level were you teaching? Was it elementary, junior high, or senior high?
We're taking elementary divisions.
Oh,
Elementary division. And we're credible, we are more accessible, and we're development oriented. So
Hello, Robert B. here. Robert B. here is a librarian. After our graduation from the elementary school, we keep the Maribro to attend the junior high school, the Pasadena Junior High School, and from there we went to Central High and we graduated 1998. I'm a teacher in professions. Robert here is one of the daughter's son. Robert here is one of the credible sons. Robert here is deserved to be a servant in the district. Robert here is a public servant. I always work at the Liberia National Security Agency in Kemakan, in Kemakan.
Distinguished colleagues, this is a two-faced issue.
This is a critical issue in this country, and we must stand up and speak the truth. Because for you to use the fact that prior to printing, it means you already telling me print. But before you print, come back to me. There is nothing.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are, however you are joining the conversation on 87.9. What a pleasant way to welcome you to the Tuesday's edition of the program. Too many things happening in the country. The country Liberia is getting better on a daily basis. That is what the late Mamandi Suleimani Diakite will say. In this dispensation, at about this moment, we say to you, Liberia is in trouble. The country is heavily confronted with too many dangers. A lot of issues going on in the country. Too many terrible things. The Liberian people are kind of confused over some of the things happening in the country. But again, in the midst of all of these uncertainties, in the midst of the situation of insecurity involving the discovery of several bodies across the country, ranging from those who died from zombie to the discovery of dead bodies in Lofa County, Maryland, Grand Bassa, Fiensville, and other places. It is only an important thing to do. The only important thing to do is to remain cautious of your environment, remain enlightened over issues relative to your safety. The country Liberia, the country where the police officers, instead of protecting the citizens, will go to Kinjal and shot and have an issue where citizens will be shot, out, then there is a problem. I go again. In a country where the police supposed to ensure that the maintain law and order. When you have such a country, having the very police officers going to a particular concession area instead of protecting the people, but will start to shoot the people, then it is worrisome. It requires the citizens to be more cautious. There are too many things happening in the country, and we intend to talk about it. On today's edition of the show, we're going to be looking into the decision by the Liberian National Police to uncover, better still, to reopen too many of the investigations regarding the mysterious death we've had in this country, the issue of the missing boys, the 3 missing boys from St. Moses. We're going to have all of those issues. The Liberian National Police has reopened most of those investigations. And we've been able to follow the police press conference today, where Police Inspector General Gregory Oliver Coma addressed the Liberian people through the media. And of course, we're going to have a lot more of what the IG said. There was a chief investigator by the name of Quile. Quile himself made some revelations. We're going to be talking about it right here on the People Station. More to that. The spokesperson of the quote-unquote illegally dismissed EPS officers was able to issue a warning to the Bacchus administration on today. Yes, that warning was issued on yesterday, rather. The spokesperson of the dismissed EPS officers was able to issue a warning to the Bacchus administration, informing the government that any attempt by the people in power to go after critical voices, the former EPS officers will come in defense of the people. I repeat, the former EPS officers, through their official spokesperson on yesterday, made a disclosure to the public, informing the Liberian people that any attempt by the Joe Bacchus administration to run after critical voices and people who are critical about of this administration, he and the rest of the over 400 men and women who were dismissed from the EPS illegally will rise up and come in defense of that citizen, those group of citizens who will be sought after by this government. In short, the mayor is saying an attempt for this government to start running after critical voices, and they will have to contend with the dismissed EPA personnel. When these kind of informations are coming up, when you turn to the radio stations in Liberia and you start to listen to this kind of audio, when you read the newspapers and start to read these stories in the news, and you are a serious businessman, an investor for that matter, having the intention of wanting to invest in Liberia, the next thing you want to do is to keep your money, withhold your investment, because it's signal that the country Liberia is running into fragility. It means the peace of our country is fragile. And so, on today's edition, like we always do, we will look deeply into the issues from an objective perspective. On this platform, we do not hold allegiance to any political institution. Yes, we say it just the way it is. That's what we do here on this radio. When an issue of national concern is raised, when a particular issue is brought forth to the conversation, what we do on this platform is to have a very, very, very introspective analysis into it. Make sure we deep deeper into it and get out of the facts, provide our own professional analysis, avoid of sentiments and any other political influence. And so on today, like always, we're going to be looking into the decision by the LNP to reopen some of those cases, some of the mysterious cases in the country. In addition, we're going to be looking into the statement that was made, like I told you, from the spokesperson of the dismissed EPS officers regarding the issue of the Bacchus government running after critical voices. He made a statement following the police action to have raided Yeka Koluba's compound. In the opinion of the EPS guys who were dismissed, They see that as a witch hunt, as an attempt to crack down on critical voices, and that his men will always be ready. Will always be ready to rise up to the occasion and stand in defense of those who will be victimized or those who will be targeted by this government for some form of danger. We take a break. When we come back, we play you Crime Stoppers Liberia, our official sponsor right here on the People Station. After which, we're going to be running to Radio Entertainment Liberia. Trust me, instead of you getting 2,500 Liberian dollars on today, your money has been increased to $3,000. You heard me right. Instead of getting 2,500, your money has been increased to 3,000 Liberian dollars. The code remains the same. The code is the same. You can just run directly to your Lone Star cell phone. You dial the short code *79#. Our radio station is still at spot number 11. When you select freedom, you place your $100. If you're successful enough, at the end of the day, instead of walking away with $2,500, you're going to be walking away with $3,000. Don't get carried away by the political discussion. When the conversation is on, don't get carried away. Keep playing and play and play. And by the time it is the time, I'm going to come here to call all of you who will be walking away with $3,000. I hope to call more than 50 of you. I hope to call up to 100. It depends on how well you play. It depends on how many times you play. It depends on how lucky you are. And trust me, once luck is shining on your side, you can form part of those who will be smiling today on the radio. When we place a call to them confirming the issue of 3K reaching to their cell phones through their mobile wallets. Let's take a break. So be right back on the People Station.
Let's stop now for all our Crime Stopper. The people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior. Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe. Let's stop now for all our.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self, Omen Samtime.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe. Let's stop now for all our. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all our.
Okay, so welcome back to the program Freedom Hub on 87.9, the official voice of Freedom Communications Incorporated. Like I told you, my name is Kai, and I'm here today on this wonderful edition of the program. There are too many things we are looking at, too many things we're having our eyes on, and those are issues making the news in the country. So on today, there are a few things that we intend to talk about, and I'm hoping that we will run into them. So we will begin with the statement that was issued by the dismissed EPS officers. That is what we're going to do. Okay. All right. So we're going to run directly into what the dismissed EPS spokesperson said, and so I'm trying to find the audio. That's what we're trying to do. I'm trying to get the audio and have it played for you, the Liberian people, to listen. That is what I'm about to do, to have the audio and have it played for you, the Liberian people, to listen. So this is it. Let us go and and bring you the audio of the EPS, the dismissed EPS spokesperson. Like I told you, while the show is on, you can keep playing, and we see a lot of winners. We'll soon pause to call some of the winners, so it is your time to win. If it is your time, you can try your luck, and trust me, you could be part of those who will soon be calling. But this is what the official spokesperson of the illegally dismissed EPS officers had to say yesterday. Take a listen. Take your time and listen to this.
Gentlemen of the press, we have come here today in audition number 10.
Let me see your name, please.
I'm Godfred Weah, the spokesperson for the illegal terminated EPS officers. We are here today in solidarity with our honorable lawmaker because we believe that no one is above the law. Injustice, anywhere is injustice, everywhere. Those oppressors cannot keep oppressing our people, and we sit and watch them. We say no to oppression, and it is getting to a time where we will not accept it. We are here in solidarity with our honorable man because we believe that it is wrong. If it happened to him today, it can happen to anybody. Because tomorrow, they will start witch hunting us. And we are saying we want to say no to this witch hunt. We are tired with witch hunt. We don't want people witch hunting our officials. We are all citizens of this country. We came here today in our unit. We came here today in our unit as the illegal terminated EPS officers. We want to state this very clear, that we will not sit back and watch our people being oppressed. We will not sit and watch our peaceful citizens being oppressed. We will stand by. We are in support of Honorable Yaga Koluba, and we can assure him our stronger support. We will support him because he's there for the people. He's a lawmaker for the ordinary people. He's not for a special group of people. From the time we start knowing Honorable Yaga Koluba, he speaks for the people. So when we heard this news this morning, we as a body, as a unit, we are here in solidarity with our honorable man because we believe that it is wrong. If it happened to him today, it can happen to anybody. Because tomorrow, they will start witch hunting us. And we are saying we want to say no to this witch hunt. We are tired with witch hunt. We don't want people witch hunting our officials. We are all citizens of this country. We came here today in our unit. We came here today in our unit as the illegal terminated EPS officers. We want to state this very clear, that we will not sit back and watch our people being oppressed. We will not sit and watch our peaceful citizens being oppressed. We want to state this very clear, that we will not sit back and watch our people being oppressed. We will not sit and watch our peaceful citizens being oppressed. We will stand by. We are in support of Honorable Yaga Koluba, and we can assure him our stronger support. We will support him because he's there for the people. He's a lawmaker for the ordinary people. He's not for a special group of people. From the time we start knowing Honorable Yaga Koluba, he speaks for the people. So when we heard this news this morning, we as a body, as a unit from our group, we decided to come here today to be in sympathy with him, because we believe that his life was threatened by those oppressors. So we don't want to sit and watch our lawmaker be oppressed, not even him, any other lawmaker for that matter, for the fact that they are citizens of this country. And we are also a constituent of society who believe that his life was threatened. Officials, we are all citizens of this country. We came here today in our unit. We came here today in our unit as the illegal terminated EPS officers. We want to state this very clear, that we will not sit back and watch our people being oppressed. We will not sit and watch our peaceful citizens being oppressed. We will stand by. We are in support of Honorable Yaga Koluba, and we can assure him our stronger support. We will support him because He's there for the people. He's a lawmaker for the ordinary people. He's not for a special group of people. From the time we start knowing Honorable Yaka Koloba, he speaks for the people. So when we heard this news this morning, we as a body, as a unit from our group, we decided to come here today to be in sympathy with him because we believe that his life was threatened by those oppressors. So we don't want to sit and watch our lawmaker be oppressed, not even him, any other lawmaker for that matter, for the fact that they are citizens of this country. And we are also a custodian of society. We will protect our society against any oppressor. Thank you very much. Run the road. Against any oppressor. Thank you very much. Run the road. Thank you very much. Run the road. Run the road. Run the road. Thank you very much. Run the road. Run the road. Run the road. Run the road. Okay. So. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the press. Against any oppressor. Thank you very much. Run the road. 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 Okay, so. Thank you very much. Run the road. Run the road. Run the road. Against any oppressor. Thank you very much. Run the road. Run the road. Run the road.
Okay. So like you just listened. Like you just listened, that was the voice of the spokesperson of the quote unquote illegally dismissed EPS officers in the country. The guy said they are not going to joke anymore. And that is concerning for our peace and democracy. That is concerning for our peace and democracy. You heard him? The guy said any attempt to go after any critical voice in this country, whether lawmaker or private citizen, they will act. And there are over 400 well-trained EPS officers. We're celebrating July 26th in 2 days' time. The country Liberia is deeply divided. And as a political commentator, I cannot see, and I haven't seen what this administration is doing significantly, though, to mend the fences in this country and to unite us as a people. Instead, what I have been seeing from the inception of this administration since the 22nd of January, fellow Liberians, what I've been seeing since the 22nd of January has to do with issues of deprivation, issues of serious division, people being deprived of working in government because of their lineage. All I have seen is a government being organized on the basis of tribalism. Oh yes, go to the Liberian Immigration Service. Over 99.99% of the appointees at the level of the immigration, service, the LIS, are sons and daughters of Lofa County. I mean, one government entity, social Lofian there. Go to the LTA, all of the people there, from Lofa County. The guys in the chat room of the Ministry of Labor told us that bulk of the appointments and other key director positions at the Ministry of Labor are being given to Nibarians because Councillor Copper said it is a NIMA position. The ministry is a NIMA ministry. That is not what the Constitution, is all about. That is not what was said in the Constitution as it relates to equal opportunity for all Liberians. That is not what was said in the Constitution. But these are things that we are witnessing on a daily basis. You heard the guy. The only crime these 400 plus EPS officers committed in this country was the fact that crime number one was that they got employed under George Weah. Crime number two, some of them were trained under the Weah's administration. Crime number three, some of them joined the EPS under George Weah administration. Crime number four, some of them served George Weah as executive protection officers, when he was president. Crime number five, they became, the government salary under George Weah. All of the crimes against these people will only point to one thing, the fact that they were quote-unquote associated with the Weah's regime. Even when some of the EPR officers voted for Mr. Bwaka, or even when some of their wives and children voted for Mr. Bwaka, even when some of them naturally are people who had political lineage with the Unity Party, in as much as their term of service or the time they went to the service, is correlating with the Weah's administration, they are guilty by association. The guys were sent home. When I was watching the video, I saw somebody say, but the way the officers are calling the government people oppressor, it means the officers are politicians. No. That's what the guy said. The guy said, oh, the way the guys are calling the government oppressors, the government official oppressors, it shows that they are politicians. I said, no, you cannot be that judgmental. Because these people did not call the government oppressors when they were actively in service. When you remove somebody from the service without according that person due process, if I violated a particular law, I should be called to answer to the charges levied against me. I should have a right to defend myself. It is only when it is proven beyond all reasonable doubt that I cannot defend myself against the allegations brought forth against me, right? That's when the penalties can now be executed. But in the absence of a due process, in the absence of listening to me, I who am being accused, in the absence of hearing my side, and you render judgment, I should call you imam or reverend, doctor, pastor, or should I call you prophet or bishop? You are an oppressor. You are certainly an oppressor, because it is only an oppressor who will choose not to listen to your side. When you focus more on the rule of law in the country, even when the man is seen with gun in his hand shooting somebody on the road, you got cameras, you got videos attached. The law says that man who you saw shooting and killing another person, and you saw the person blood wasting, although you saw it, although you videotape it, although you have the evidence available unto you, the law says that man is presumed innocent until proven guilty. Not to your horse, not on the radio, not on the Atai Bowl, not from the Kinju shop. They said until proven guilty in a court of competent jurisdiction. In answer to the football fee, in answer to the player they're getting implanted hair, in answer to the ghetto, in answer to the swimming pool. No, it said in the court of competent jurisdiction. So when you refuse to present these people before a court of competent jurisdiction to determine the gravity of the offense or offenses they've committed, for which you have reached a decision to terminate their service with the EPS, when you refuse to accord them that process and you flush them aside, you expect them to call you pastor or imam or bishop or give you clerical positions? No, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. When you refuse to accord people all of the due diligence, all of the rights as contained in the laws of our country, and you go ahead and start dismissing people, you don't expect them to sing praise to you, to naked themselves and start singing praise, say, oh, that no. You are an oppressor in as much as you refuse to give the man what the law requires. So those of you who say what the EPM was saying, the government, the people in government are oppressors, no. For them, they said they should be paid off. They don't even want to work anymore, because the most risky thing to ever happen is to allow them go back to the service. These are servicemen, and their lives may not be protected anymore. What they are requesting of the government is for the government to pay them off. People have 25-year jobs. Calculate the salary per year times 25 years and pay them off. Since you do not want them because you think they were friends with George Weah or they got employed under George Weah, good. As though a president doesn't have the right to recruit people to serve, under his administration. Imagine if George Weah had informed the police director, Patrick Suru, that Mr. Suru, all the police people were President Sali turned over to me, sack all of them. I don't trust them. That Ellen appointed them. That honor Ellen, they got trained. That honor Ellen, the Peking police people. I do not want to see them under my administration. Imagine if that had happened. Imagine a president we have informed Chokon robbers that robbers, I do not want to see these EPS officers who were handed to me from President Salif. I do not want to see them. I want to train my own people. Flush them out and let's use our own people. Imagine what would have happened. Instead, the former president said they will be here, we'll augment their strength, we'll do new recruitment and add it all and ensure that all of those who are entitled to VIP protection will have enough men to see about their protection. That's the governor of the CBL, the different deputy governors. You talk about the speaker, the deputy speaker, the pro tem, VIP protection. There are people on our laws who are entitled to EPS officers. Then you have the president, the vice president, and so forth. So the guys are right. When you don't give me the chance to be heard, to defend myself, and you render judgment, you are an oppressor. Nothing, nowhere to, you can sugarcoat that one. Our problem in Liberia is that we let people to lie to us. We love for people to say, for people to pretend this guy has been real. You are an oppressor. Nothing more, nothing less. If you don't want to be referred to as an oppressive regime, follow the laws. What is difficult for Unity Party people to follow the law? Another creeping national security concern is the fact that the police officers who were trained in 2023, bulk of them were trained for elections and other issues. Those guys, I'm told, the last class, up to now, that class is yet to be placed on the police payroll because Patrick Suru Greg Como is refusing to do so. The last class. Because Greg Como is refusing to do so. Now, you're refusing to put the police officers on payroll. But since January of this year, Inauguration Day, you deploy those same police people on the road in the different community at the different intersection to augment the force of the old police officers. The election in Nima County, you send the same police officers from the last class that Patrick Suru graduated. You send the same police people to Nima County for the by-election and other places where they have by-elections, including Grange there. Up to now, you are using the same police people to enforce the no-go zone restriction with reference to motorbikes and the vehicle, insurance, inspection that was going on. Yet you refuse to place them on payroll because their only crime is the fact that they joined the Liberian National Police when George Weah was president. As I speak, police officers are texting me, complaining that they do not have money. They are not on the payroll because the director is refusing, IG is refusing to place them on the payroll. Their only crime is the fact that they joined the Liberian National Police when George Weah was president. Because other than that, I do not see any reason why people who were trained and commissioned by the Liberian National Police through the Police Training Academy, witnessed by our foreign partners, sponsored by our foreign partners in the Liberian government, I do not see any logic as to why they will still be left without being placed on the government payroll. This is happening under Joe Baga's Liberia when we are supposed to go to the 177 independence celebration as a united country. According to them, building the country, for all Liberians. That's their team. That's the national team. Building the country for all Liberians, when in fact, the very country you say that should be for all Liberians is being governed by people who despise others who they do not see to be of their kind. They do not see to be of their likings. Everybody will not wear green t-shirt in this country. Everybody will not wear blue t-shirt in the country. There are some Liberians who do not have political party affiliation. So you will say that person get job today, and the next government come in 2030. So the government will say because the man got job, the man who is not with any political party, because he got job in 2026 or 2025, so it means he's a unity partisan. So the next government in 2030 should just flush him out. That's the mistake these guys are making. I keep making reference to the Ministry of Transport again. I personally know over 10 persons on the Ministry of Transport payroll who argue with us in this country about George Weah and Joseph Baga Bennett election time. Over 10 individuals who were sent home from the Ministry of Transport. I know them. These are people who fought people in this country, both on social media, in the buses, in person. They will argue with you. Oh, George Weah should not be president. But Joseph Baga, the right man, Sali Talo, went and laid the people off. You are hurting almost everybody. You allow a particular perception about this thing being connected to George Weah, and because it was connected to George Weah, it should not exist. You allow that thing to even make you now, you start harming your own people who voted for you, your own people who even help you to reach to the leadership today. All the people who went to the police training academy in the last class. And you bring Sasewu man here, or you bring one witchcraft or country doctor or somebody who got spiritual eyes to subpoena, you know how you call this thing? To subpoena the voting records of the police people. You would notice that a good portion of even the police people did not vote for the George Weah, re-election. I mean, they did not vote for him. But because they got trained under his administration, boom, you combine everybody. And you're making decisions. These EPS guys were clear. They say your rush house. I mean, illegally, you took us from the force. We are hurt. People who are advocating on our behalf, you start running after them to silence them. We will not allow it. We will not accept it. And that's what the guy said. The guy said they will not accept it. And there are over 400 men. They did not go to school to learn how to draw airplane or to draw car. No, that's not what they went to school for. This means they did not go to school to learn how to bake cake. A good portion of them did not go to school to learn different things. The only thing the guys know is to open gun and fire it. And not to fire in the air, is to aim strategically at opponents. You don't raise the peace of the country by dashing these people out to the greater society. You do not know the security implication of that action. You allow politics to overwhelm you to the extent that you are even putting the life of the people you swore an oath to protect in jeopardy. Because these people, not all of them will want to be politically seen around the corridor, standing with Yeke, making statement. Not all of them will want to do it. So when they could feel frustrated and jump into armed robbery, because the only thing the man know how to operate good, the only tool you know how to play with good is the gun. Why do men choose to become an armed robber? We have another social problem. We have another social problem. Why do you choose to become, a hijacker? That's another social problem. Now you will start creating problems for the greater society because you choose to have a political score settled. Who told you all of the former EPL people there that people who voted for George Weah? Who told you? Everybody wants job in the country. Right now, you put a job application. You say you let immigration people putting up training. The Liberian Immigration Service is now doing recruitment. Except Mr. Bwaka or this government tell us that all those who will be given access to the training will be United Partisans, then arrest my case. But when you go to see that whole training list, there will be people who going for that training who are seditions. There are people there who are Liberty Partisans. There are people there who are United Partisans. There are people from ANC. There are also people who will go to that training who do not have political parties. So if Steve Zago, the current commissioner of immigration, if Steve Zago finish training our people there and graduate them, and the next government come in 2030, and the government say, because your graduate there, you got trained under Joe Baka, and now Baka in power now, we're sending you home. Will that be a decent thing? It will be wrong because you'll be sending civilian home. You'll be sending people from ANC home. You'll be sending United Partisan home. You'll be sending people who you do not know. You'll be sending them home because of one funny political decision. Now you got men who are trained to fight, men who are trained to arms, passing around the society with nothing to do. That's how risky you've made the country. That's how risky you've made the country. Any of these men could be at the service of anybody. No, perhaps you do not know. Perhaps you do not know. Any of these men could be at the service of any potential individual, and that's going to be a calamity. You don't take this kind of decision because of politics. Do you know what it means to get police people in the service? You are assigning them. You're sending them on assignment. You've assigned them to depots. You place them in the basement as reserve backup for mini operations, but you refuse to pay them. Do you know what it means? That alone can compromise the security of the state. You send police people to Nima Kande who you do not have on the payroll. But you pay them through mobile money because they were going on special operation. You know, NEC, when NEC having conducted any election, NEC can provide money to pay security. They're now on the Ministry of Justice, LMP payroll, but when they were going to Nima Kande, the police getting some money. Stopping. You are assigning them, you're using them, you're sending them on national duty, but you are not placing them on the payroll. Do you know the security implication? When we thought they want you to say that politics, they ain't got no politics in it. They want has nothing to do with politics. It's about your life. It's about my life. The lives of your supporters, the green people. It's about the lives of the blue people. It's about the life of the white people, those who do not have any side. It's about their lives. You can keep gambling the lives of the people. You get policeman, you're not paying. He's vulnerable to bribery. He's vulnerable. I mean, he could be compromised. A single act of compromising a particular delicate situation could plunge the country into chaos. Why a fire police officer who are in this category on the ground when they discover something that's going to destroy the whole country? They're now on the government payroll. By right, they're supposed to arrest that situation and turn it over. Why people come and tempt them and say, oh man, oh, the money, you're close them up? Because they're now on the payroll, they could just choose to say, you know what? We'll take the money, anything will happen, let it happen. If you do not want the people because you think their crime is the fact that they were trained on a job we are, red letter wants someone and say, you were trained on a job we are, although the police union is going to make a report and other things, they graduate there, but we not want you. The people will go home. Then you take the uniform where you get to them because most of the uniform they have were issued by the very police. You take the uniform from them, take their badges, take everything from them. And when the guys go ask about their name being played on the place on the payroll, you got people in the building giving them talk, intimidating them. Then I go here, golden image of war, the government people talking, building Liberia for all Liberians. You're dividing the country and you're talking all Liberians here? You're dividing the country and you're talking all Liberians? That how they can build country for all Liberians? That how they can build country for all Liberians? You're running a segregated country. People were appointed on the foreign mission. You are paying all the people in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. You're paying all the foreign service people. You refuse to pay those who were hired under the WIA administration because you say that Joe Wiaton, they got hired. So, well, that Joe Wiaton was president and he was not allowed to do anything presidential, right? The man had the power as the president of the country. He was running a government. When you're running a government, you have the right to hire people, you have the right to appoint people, you have the right to train people, you have the right to do everything that falls in line with your constitutional authority. All of those things were done under a government that was duly elected. A democratic one for that matter. You came to power, you are undoing it. And young people in this government supporting this kind of nonsense. Come to think of it, 2030, anything can happen in the country. 2029 will go to election. 2030, a new government can come to power. Come to think of it, you are supporting today. Your friends are being sent home from transport ministry. Even some of your own unit partisans, they are being sent home from transport ministry. Some of you laughing with it. Your friends are being sent home from the ministry of state. Over 800 of them. You are happy with it? Over 400 EPA officers are being sent home. You happy with it? You celebrating? Today, there are over 200 to 300 police officers at LMP basement who are yet to even find their names on the payroll. You celebrating? The only crime is because these people got in power. They got appointed on a job here. You are all young people. Some of you, this is your first government job you are holding. Some of you, besides the government job or the government portfolio, you do not have any professional skills to survive. Outside the government, you cannot survive anywhere. You're supporting injustice against one person or group of people. You do not even have a slight understanding of what could possibly become your personal fate in 2030 if the table turns. When we have a new government that will choose to run in your footsteps, do you know what's going to happen in the country? It's going to be devastating. The same way your government today has made thousands of people. Today, July 26th, those family people from the Ministry of State who used to take pay and carry money to their family people, when July 26th is coming, those family people do not have money anymore. Because out of hate, out of personal segregation, out of divisiveness and vindictiveness, you send them home. July 26th coming, just nothing happening in the country. The young boys and girls are complaining, nobody buying from them because you created a situation where the country is tough. The whole country, everybody just angry. You get anger all over the country. People angry. Too many sadness. People angry. People keeping their anger. They're only waiting for one thing to just spark up. That's the kind of country you're running. You're running a country where everybody there waiting for something to spark up and they will take advantage of it. That is not what we want in this country. That is not what we want. We do not want a situation where a single thing will spark up and we have a Kenyan style of protest in this country. We do not want a situation where will happen like Senegal in recent times. The country we have today, this country, went through a lot. To run this country, you got to put aside vindictiveness. This government is too vindictive. You're too vindictive. You are too vindictive. It is bad. You can win and be angry. You can have governmental power and be proceeding with cruelty. To the point that you're even hurting your own people. That's the sad thing about it. You are hurting your own people because you do not know who you're doing it to. I know an elderly woman who was at the Ministry of State. You mentioned Joey and the rest of that woman, she will curse the hell out of you. She will say all kinds of things to you. Today, that lady is being sent home. She was discussing the thing with somebody. When I appeared, she stopped talking. Because she got afraid that I would provoke her. I did not provoke her. I told her, I said, ma'am, elections are gone and over. This thing happening to y'all every day. I keep talking on the radio. I'm not happy. It's not because you did not support George Weah or so, but I'm not happy that this thing is happening to you. Nobody should lose a job in this country because of a perception of a political institution they are subscribing to. It is wrong. That's not democratic. That is a system of being an authoritarian. You've been authoritative. I told her, I said, it can be. She was surprised that I spoke to her in that kind of mood, but I was honest. Do you know how that woman is thinking right now? Do you know how many of her children she told to vote for Mr. Bwaka? Do you know how you made the woman to appear in her community? There are some of her own community people who are looking at her now, oh, that you're voting for Unity Party, then they send you home. Do you know the trauma? Do you know that you are causing people to die out of frustration? Yes, especially your own supporters. For you to cause people in the community, for your government to come to power, then your government in power, then they sack you. You are working for us to honor Joey who never go to school, Joey who are not better, who are not running the country good, Joey who are bad. You are working. You call Jawia, you say Jawia will go, you say Jawia a buka dancer, you say you can bring cools, you do that one, you say all the things to your people there in the community. Y'all make fun, y'all make power. When Jawia say Baka, you win, or you talk pata, you start knocking in people ear. Some other people then you send them home. You dismiss some other people because you said they were appointed on a Jawia. So many people now in their home, in their communities, they are being made laughing stock. People laughing at them. You're hurting your own people. Say you won't be vindictive. It will be better you investigate all the people you want to send home so that you will keep your people in the offices and send the people who you do not want to see there. Because you pretending to just do general sweeping. You pretending to do general sweeping because on the time for you to be asking for political party, the true intent will be felt. That's why you're doing the general cleansing. It is bad. Don't do it. You hiding behind CSA, hiding behind pen, all the kind of funny thing there. No. It doesn't make sense because bulk of the people you're doing these things for, these people were on arrangement, they were on processes. Government is continuity. If the previous government started a process that should have legitimized a particular appointment of a certain group of people, government are continuity. When you come to power, what do? You continue from where the previous government stopped. Oh, when I do complete the Coca-Cola factory to ERWA road, the roundabout. When I do complete it, you can do that one. You start posting pictures, you say that good thing, government are continuity. To continue with the police people who are trained to service the country, you ain't want to do it. You want to send them home because you said that one, government will continue to do that. To use the money that was left back in this country by the previous government to go to Central Bank, withdraw it. That one, the government will continue with it. But the regularized the status of Liberian citizens who were left behind by President Weah at the Ministry of Transport, most of whom are your own supporters, to do that when you say, government will continue there, it's not there. 2 days from now, we're going to July 26th celebration, and you'll open your mouth, you'll go post on social media, celebrating Liberian independence, building the country for all Liberians. The person who wrote that thing was drunk. The person that wrote that team, this year team of July 26th, the person that wrote that team, building Liberia, for all Liberians, the person that wrote that team, was that person drunk? How many bottles of liquor did they drink? No, let that person, how many bottles of liquor did that person drink to have written that? You don't know the country? You don't know what the government is doing in the country, and you are writing the theme of our celebration to be building a Liberia for all Liberians? Does this country look like a place where it's been built for all Liberians? You are running behind tenure position holders in the country. Against the advice of the Supreme Court, you still went ahead and removed tenure position people. The court said, don't move the people until you have sufficient evidence. Don't take them off the job until you can have sufficient evidence to have them, persecuted or whatever. You did not listen. You went ahead, you removed the people from their jobs. You said you suspended them. While they are on suspension, you appointed people to be in their position. You did not leave the place with an officer in charge. You did not leave it with the HR. You appointed people to act in their role, to serve in their role, rather. If somebody go right, celebrating, to doing the country for all Liberians, that person was on weed. What that person smoke? What did they drink, in fact? To have written such a mockery. EPA officers here crying because they were sent home. Their only crime is the time they go employed. Transport ministry here, people crying. Labor ministry, qualified people are being removed for tribal affiliation. People are now afraid to identify themselves in this country as employee of different ministry and agency, because by the time you start to do it, people start to wish hunt you. We live in a society now where a non-unity partisan working in this government is afraid to disclose where he or she is working, or else the next day the HR will call you and tell you that we are sending you where in Lover County when in fact you are from Maryland. where you do not even have anybody. Your salary is 150, 300. But because they want to get you out of job, they will assign you to a place where you do not have anybody, where you do not know anybody. And when you can go there after 4, 5, 6, 7 days, they consider you an individual who is not coming to work. They mark you. They use a CSA law on you. They sack you. Then you go get somebody pen and paper. The person got drunk. They got high. Parent the pastor every crime and get them some zombie. They smoke it to hell. Then they go right. Building a prosperous country, some kind of country for all Liberians. Say for United Partisans and Joe Biden friends. It's not for all Liberians. You don't build a country for all Liberians when these kind of segregated actions are going on. You're running after the rich. You're running after the comfortable. You're running after the poor. People who are sweeping the common people water and people dead all on the street in Monrovia. On up, there wasn't Tamakoji. You went to City Hall. You dismissed these people from City Hall. Common sweepers. You're running after tenant position holders. You're running after civil service with a good job. You're running after common sweepers too. Then you got somebody in alcohol, intoxicated, writing, building a country for all Liberians. That how they can do all Liberians when you're chasing common sweepers? When we talk, you say we are political. When you talk, you say we are one-sided. You are dividing the country and we have to speak. If the moral voices are supposed to be vocal on these issues are silent, there is a need that the media, that political commentators like all rise up to the occasion and remind you that you are running a democratic country and not a country of oligarchs. This is not oligarchy. No. This is not the authoritarian administration. This is a democratic process, a government for the people, by the people, and of the people. There's not a government of Unity Party by Bwaka for Bwaka. No. How are you running this country? How are you running the country? You are inviting Julia Malema from South Africa to come to Liberia to come to Grace program. Your supporters went to the airport, entered the VIP terminal. Welcome Julia Malema. They even went to the tarmac. A former president and political leader is arriving to the country. His supporter went there. You put AFL OSA to go open live firearms. Thank God, one bullet was not fired. Now, how do you do that? Well, you expect the country to be red, white, and blue on 26th day, and to you, the partners will think that this country is united. We've documented every single thing you've been doing in this country. We've documented all of your vindictive actions in this country. We've documented all of your segregative attitudes in this country. And they've been compiled. They've been sent to our partners. The U.S. government will receive it. The EU, ECOWAS, the IMF, the World Bank, the Asian Development Bank, all of these banks will have it. The African Development Bank will have a copy. We're informed then that this government is doing nothing enough to consolidate the gains you are making. The government is making the country fragile, and most of you are investing zero money in this country. When the fragility doesn't stop, there's a likelihood that your investment will run into the breeze because the people are angry. They will not say it because now all of them have the courage to say it. But hey, why one day we have one crackhead hair passenger worker one day and decide to say enough is enough? You know what you're going to be having in the country? It's going to be a head and scatter situation. Because you're not going to kill everybody in the country. No. When over 100,000 human beings decide to march off the street of Monrovia, you're not going to kill all of them. You better not even shoot 2 of them. It's going to be a disaster. And that is not what we want. That is not what we need. That's why we are asking you to be responsible. We are asking you to be mature. You are a government. Do your things with maturity. To see to see aggrieved EPS officers sounding the way they're sounding. And you still have people who are advisors Still insisting that your order be your order, your action be your action. I know plenty of presidents who said my action should be my action, and the end of the story for them was something that nobody want to mention today. Sometimes some of the people who are giving you all of the instructions, but don't listen to the people then. Sometimes when push comes to shove, they're not going to be around. I'm hoping that if there is still one person in the system that got all of their brain intact, let that person be able to go and advise the rest of them that we did not come to power to do the things we're doing. We came to power to help solve the problem, to improve governance, to be mature in our undertakings. Yes, I said it and I'll repeat it. If there is just one person who got all of that number 5 intact, that person should be the compass through which the others who are overly arrogant and overwhelmed by the power that was given to them by the people. It's about time that person with the moral consciousness start to reawaken the consciousness in the rest of the folks who are somehow becoming unconscious of the terrain they're operating in. You know what you're doing to the country? You know what you're doing to Liberia? Do you know? Do you have a slight idea of what you're doing to the country? Do you have a slight idea of what you're doing to the country? You go get somebody like Opium with King Juice to go right building Liberia for all Liberians. Who told you to mention all Liberians? You're running a one country, one political party country, and you say all Liberians? You're making mockery out of the people? You're dismissing tenure position holders against the advice of the Supreme Court of the country, and you're talking about running country for all Liberians? Is that how you make mockery out of the people? You think it's sit, and you think everybody's stupid in this country, that nobody will have the sense to process the violation of the laws, the abuse of the rule of law? You're negotiating deals with BM companies, BM institutions that got terrible records with the U.S. federal investigation. People are having issues. You're negotiating 419 deals. You're violating the financial laws of our country. You are awarding contracts to your friends through the Ministry of Public Works, giving $22 million contract to people without the PPCC, violating the PFM law, and you are running the country as though this is a country of men and not a country of law. In the midst of it all, you are suppressing poor people. You are oppressing them. You are sending poor people home. You are even running after sweepers. You are chasing tenure position holders. You are chasing sweepers. And you sit in your small corners and you think this is politics? And you think this is political? You won the election. What the hell? You cannot govern. Why are you not governing? Politics is over. You should be uniting the country. You should be having one single Liberia. You're not doing it. You are not doing it. The people are angry. Oh, yes, they will not tell you. They are. The best you can do is to go back to the drawing board and rethink your decision. Rethink your style of governance. The election that came to this country, the result was very simple. 17,000 Liberians stood aside and made a decision. You think the people you're sending home, you send 107 human beings home from the Ministry of Transport without salary. Each worker in this country got about 10% on their salary. About 10 persons who depend on them. 10 times 107, you know the math. Do the mathematics. 400 human beings from the EPS. Over 10% were depending on each other individual salary. And not 10% have friends who were close to them because of the dividends they were getting from that salary and other stuff. Do you know the sentiments you're building against yourself? And you think you're doing politics? You're even harming your political chances. What harm is it going to cost you when you choose to govern this country in peace? When you choose to run the country in a way that everyone will feel a part and parcel? No wonder why some of the citizens are refusing to call Mr. Bwaka President Bwaka. Because from all indication, the government is not operating like a government that is for all. So when you operate a quasi-government, when you're supposed to be operating a government of the whole, you will have citizens deciding whether to give you the courtesy or not. Then you start blaming them. Why I don't want to call him, man, Mr. President? Why you don't want to do that when people in the country who are supposed to fall under his watch are being segregated against by their own government? I didn't want to Ivorian saying, you're moving here, you're not part of okay, because we're not in Aracos. And the Guineans are saying they're good. Your own government depriving you opportunity because of party line? So when you who taking the decision, Sally Talo, what her name? Colina Kratoba, the rest of you. You guys were in this country when Mr. Bwaka children were working in Georgia administration. They were working. We had not assigned Tanam Bwaka to Harper. You didn't know what they had a maritime. He did not say Tanam Bwaka can't go to or Jojo Bwaka or whatever, can't go to Harper. Go be assigned to the maritime office. No. He kept his job in Monrovia because he's a qualified librarian. He has the right to work in this country, irrespective of whether his pa is a United Party political leader. He still kept his job at maritime. That is what the Weah government provided to this country. That's what the government provided to the country. Two of Joe Bwaka children, but all the relatives work under the Weah administration from time to end. Jojo Bwaka are going to campaign. That's when he resigned. I said resign. I ain't said the sack you. When you're going to campaign, you say you want to focus on a power election bid. That's how you resign from maritime. Opportunities were provided in this country by that administration, not on the basis of party line. Just stop. I just thought to make mention on this EPS situation. Then we'll go to the rest to the rest of the conversation. But that's why it is. So I want you to take your time to listen. When we come back, we'll try to call a few of our winners. After which we'll take a few calls on this whole EPS threat issue. A couple with all of the issues we mentioned. We'll take a few calls on it. And when we come back, we look at the decision by the LMP to reopen all of the reports, the investigation on the mysterious killings we have been having, the mysterious deaths we have been having in this country. Then we'll open up on that conversation. Let's take a quick break. Listen to the EPS guys, their spokesperson. Later on, when we come back, we call some of our winners, and we jump directly into the next line of conversation.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, we have come here today in audition number 10. I'm Godfred Weah, the spokesperson for the illegal terminated EPS officers. We are here today in solidarity with our honorable lawmaker because we believe that no one is above the law. Injustice, anywhere is injustice, everywhere. Those oppressors cannot keep oppressing our people, and we sit and watch them. We say no to oppression, and it is getting to a time where we will not accept it. We are here in solidarity with our honorable man because we believe that it is wrong. If it happened to him today, it can happen to anybody. Because tomorrow, they will start witch hunting us. And we are saying we want to say no to this witch hunt. We are tired of witch hunt. We don't want people witch hunting our officials. We are all citizens of this country. We came here today in our unit. We came here today in our unit as the illegal terminated EPS officers. We want to state this very clear, that we will not sit back and watch our people being oppressed. We will not sit and watch our peaceful citizens being oppressed. We will stand by. We are in support of Honorable Yaga Koluba, and we can assure him our stronger support. We will support him because he's there for the people. He's a lawmaker for the ordinary people. He's not for a special group of people. For the time we start knowing already, he speaks for the people. So when we heard this news this morning, we as a body, as a unit from our group, we decided to come here today to be in sympathy with him because we believe that his life was threatened by those oppressors. So we don't want to sit and watch our lawmaker be oppressed, not even him, any other lawmaker for that matter, for the fact that they are citizens of this country. And we are also a custodian of society. We will protect our society against any oppressor. Thank you very much. Run the road. Okay, so
all right. So you already heard it right there. You already heard it. So it's about time now for me to go and give people money. Let's give some people money. Then we go to the lines quickly. That's what we want to do. We give some people some money. Then we run deeply to the lines right here and have a few of our people winning some money. Then we go to the lines and have the conversation. But this is it. I mean, that's how the guys choose to run the country. We can stop them. All we can do is to put them on record. Yeah, we can stop them. We can beat them. No, we can't. All we can do as political analysts on this radio and other places is to put them on record. To let them know that we know what they're doing. I mean, that's the essence. How you doing, ma'am? Quickly. How are you? We are great. Did you play on the show today? Did you play the cash giveaway on Freedom FM?
Yeah.
How many times did you play it? Quickly.
It was just my first time.
Your first time today?
Yeah, my first time. Just I was lying like that. I listened to the post. I decided let's try, and then I won 3,000.
Okay, you were just laying out in your room and you listen to me and you choose to play and you won 3,000. Yeah. Okay, all right, ma'am. Thank you, and congratulations. Okay, continue to play tomorrow. The offer will be so huge. Today is $3,000. Tomorrow you could win more than 10,000. From our offers. Okay, thank you very much. Let's see if we can go to the other person. Yes. So if you are there, start getting prepared. We are about to open up the lines. You listen to what the EPS guy said, and you also listen to what your government is saying. The government is saying they are building the country for all Liberians. That's why they wrote it. That's why they wrote as a team. Let's build Liberia for all Liberians. That's what they wrote as the theme of this year's July 26th celebration. This person, hello, sir. How you doing? Okay. Where are you joining us from? Quickly. Hello? Hello? How you doing? Where are you joining us from? I said, where are you joining us from, ma'am? Oh. Okay, I'm not getting you. But did you receive the cash prize? Did you receive it?
Yeah, I
$3,000. How many times you played today? 4 times, and you won $3,000. Okay, congratulations. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, we leave you right there. Her line was terrible. Let's go back. I keep telling you that plenty of people winning, and so we will not have the luxury of time to call all of them. Let's see if we can call the ones we can call. Then we go to our lines and talk to our people. When we talk to them on this issue, then we transition to the next issue, which has to do with the police deciding to reinvestigate all of the different mysterious deaths we have been having in the country. So let's see if we can go talk to this other winner. Hello, sir. How you doing? We're great, my brother. Okay, you already called my name. Did you play the cash giveaway? The Eagle Lender. How much did you receive? Quickly. $3,000 Liberian dollars. Congratulations, bro. Okay, you're welcome. $3,000 Liberian dollars. Let's go over to this other guy. I keep telling you, when I'm talking all of these political things, don't be listening to me. Be playing. Because at the end of the day, I will still come back to call a few of the winners. So you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait. So you can be listening why we operating. You know, yeah. While we're talking, you're doing your small playing. At the end of the day, that you winning. You know, you're the one who will win. Let's talk to the person. Hello, sir. Go ahead. How you doing? Please leave the radio. Hello, sir. How you doing?
I'm good.
Okay. Did you play the cash giveaway today?
Yeah.
How many times did you play, bro?
I played one time.
One time today.
Yeah. Just now. Not too long.
Plenty of lucky people we got. And how much did you receive quickly?
3,000.
3,000 Liberian dollars. Are you gonna play Are you gonna play tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll play tomorrow.
Oh yeah, tomorrow. I mean, if you're lucky like today, you will stand a chance to win a little over $10,000. There are 2 mini packages we are having coming up. Okay. Congratulations, my brother. Let's go over to the next person who won. You are not the only person. Let's go over. I beg you, please. Let me just call one or two more winners. Then we go. Please, I do not have the luxury of time. I beg you, please. Let me just call. Maybe one more or two more. Then we go to the lines and go take our people. But this is it. The guys have warned that they will do something funny if people are going to be victimized by the government. Is this the country we want? No. And that's why we are calling on the government to change her attitude. Change the way you are doing things. Hello, sir. How you doing?
Okay. Hello.
How are you? Okay. How you know I the one calling?
I'm following the program, Chief.
Okay. All right. How many times did you play today?
For today, I played 2 times. I played on Abu show this morning, and I played on your show.
Okay.
Yesterday, I been playing.
Okay, so you play on Abu show and you play on my show. So we just did a draw on my show and you were able to win 3,000. Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, all right, my brother. Congratulations. Thank you very much. And you at least you got some money now to hustle for Wednesday or Friday.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So kind.
Okay, thank you very much. We leave you right there. We are no longer giving 2,005. We are now giving $3,000. Let me see if I can call the last person from this batch. Let me see if I can call one more person. The rest of the other people will keep receiving their money while we go take calls on other issues. Let me see if this person is available. Quickly, caller, your number ends in 950. We're calling you right now to confirm whether you receive our 3,000 Liberian dollars. I plenty of money we send you. Caller, your number ends in 950. We're calling you to know if you receive our 3,000 Liberian dollars, as a matter of fact. So let's see if we can have that person. If not, then we start getting prepared for our lines. If not, if this person is unavailable, we start getting prepared for our lines to take calls on the conversation. So
very clear that we will not sit back and watch our people being oppressed. We will not sit and watch our peaceful citizens being oppressed. We will stand by. We are in support of Honorable Yaga Koluba, and we can show him our stronger support. We will support him because he's there for the people. He's a lawmaker for the ordinary people. He's not for a special group of people. For the time we start knowing Honorable Yaga Koluba, he speaks for the people. So when we heard this news this morning, we as a body, as a unit from our group, we decided to come here today to be in sympathy with him because we believe that his life was threatened by those oppressors. So we don't want to sit and watch our lawmaker be oppressed, not even him, any other lawmaker for that matter, for the fact that they are citizens of this country. And we are also a custodian of society. We will protect our society against any oppressor. Thank you very much. Run the roll. Okay, so.
All right, so there you have it. Former EPS officer send your caveat that an attempt to go after any critical voice in this country, they will come after you. That is what it is. So the choice is yours to choose which kind of country you want to govern. 0886 500 104 0776 104 104 are the numbers to join the conversation. Let's talk quickly. We just take about 6-7 callers, then we call your day. When you call 2 minute introduction, I'm very sorry. We do not have the luxury of time for 2 minute introduction. Call us, your name, quick, and we run into the main conversation right here on the People's Station. Let's talk to This first caller from the international line. This person, hello, sir. How you doing? 1 minute, quickly.
Yeah, okay, thank you for the show. How you doing today?
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, thank you. You know, okay, this was saying calling from the USA.
You heard you heard the EPS guy.
Yeah, and that's what we saying to the Unity Party people. You know, okay, Omen Baka said the thing that when he become president, he gonna do just what he doing. But he failed to know that this thing put the country's security into problem, put the country into problem. Because when people are dissatisfied, they do any kind of thing. And this is what Omen Baka is putting our country into. And at the end of the day, the most unfortunate part, at the end of the day, most of the people that are causing the problem, they get an American passport and right in their pocket. Anything happen in our country, they will be right to the American embassy. They will leave you people in our country. And at the end of the day, our innocent people will be going through those circumstances. And we're not praying for that. But Omen Baka should desist. If he cannot run this country, let him step down and show to the Liberian people that he read mean well. Because we know that he will not be able to put the country together, because when he came to power, the first thing we saw people get killed in Grand Cayman County. And today, nothing we can hear about it. So it's frustrating and it's very, very heartbreaking. Thank you, Kyoke.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. As we keep talking, more people keep winning, and that is the beauty of the platform. We'll call the winners later on. This person, go ahead. 1 minute. Let's hear you. Hi. How you doing? Quickly.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
We are great.
So quick to the issue. You know, there were some LPM, Liberian National Police officers that would that joined the police force during President Weah time. Since February of this year, they have not gotten paid.
Oh yeah, I know.
People reaching out to me, yes, and it's so unfortunate. And the sad thing about it, the IG told them that they will not get paid anytime soon, or not at all. Only because they came into the police force by the last government.
Unfortunately, the RG who is saying this also assigned these people to different places to work.
And they're working every day, because I speak with them every day at night and all. They're doing, because they work from in the morning to the next morning.
Oh yeah.
They're assigning people to work like that, but you're not paying them. This is sad. Where's the labor law in Liberia? The Liberian government is violating the labor law. People work and they don't get paid. This is a violation of human rights. You don't make people work and they don't get paid. And because they were brought into the police force by another government, and you refuse to do that, that is very bad for our society. I think this should be talked about all the time, because it's not good for our society. Our society came from civil war, and we want to maintain the peace. These people are capable of disturbing, and when they disturb, everybody going to be able to do something.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, my brother. We leave you right there. We leave you. Let's see if we can come back home and take some calls from Liberia quickly. Then we'll run into the next conversation. This person, hello, 1 minute.
Yeah, good afternoon, okay.
How you doing, sir? Quickly, no time.
Yeah, this is Wellington Poka. I listen to that UPS officer. Okay, you know, all of your analysis, you know, you've been one of the analysts here, and I've been monitoring you. But you see, okay, the problem here in this country is our government. You know, the kind of government we've been having, even down days of even early President Weah, now we do Waka. You know, okay, these people, you know, our whole country, we know the party system that we develop, you know, when we transform into government, we forget that we stay into government. These things, I mean, I will not lie to you. The NPP practice days, the Unity Party, early practice days.
No, I can remember Ellen Joseph Shelley appointed Nathaniel Fallow McGill when Nathaniel McGill was still a Secretary General of the CDC. I remember that very well. I remember George Weah appointing Jenny Miller Cooper at the Ministry of Agriculture when she had just gotten through insulting the same president 3 days. After 3 days, the president appointed her. I remember President Weah maintaining Sam Hulu at the Ministry of Transport, although he worked under the early administration. I remember, there are too many people who got employed from different political parties under the Weah administration. For this one, it's terrible. Did you see George Weah sending people home from job in this country in their hundreds?
I mean, okay, you might be right, but you know, similar attitude was practiced. Let me be frank.
Can you name any government entity under the We As administration where more than 10 persons were sent home from job?
I remember this guy was just being placed into his position at town hall. The man, the program asked who to that town hall there. He said, that you know, this party coming there. They said, go to the office there, go there, sit down there. When you come there, there you with there. The man, let me pray.
Oh, no, yeah. You said town hall. Okay, that one instance.
The man, that was doing by the town hall, man. That means that okay, our culture we need to change the mind the way the guys are running things.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
The pattern system we need to leave it.
Thank you. You made your point. Let's talk to the spokesperson of the Liberal Civil Rights Movement. Go ahead, William Wu.
Thank you so much, Kang. Thank you so much. You see, Kang, we really appreciate you because what you are doing is what we are all for. You injustice, I mean, your own people. You see, you won election by democratically. So, who are there? You coming against them? These are things that we did. You are taking the EPA people kind. And what will happen when they put there? Somebody come and say, "Come, Masa." Even the political, see, what I done trade my own state money, and you say you don't want to pay them, but you're in a security sector. What will happen to tomorrow one? You compromise. See, because you don't pay the people. This is a thing that we are against, and we want the government to do well because when you're not doing that, I mean, our land is plenty. Because these are still people, these are people that are very trained. You see, that's together people. They know how to get out, in and out. So it doesn't do well except everything and be on fire.
Okay.
Thank you, Kurt.
Thank you. We'll leave you right there. The spokesperson of the Liberal Civil Rights Movement, William W. Wu. We talked to this other person. Go ahead. 1 minute, quickly. How you doing, sir? 1 minute, Chief.
I'm okay. I'm available. You know, I call from a restaurant this afternoon.
Go ahead, Abednego.
You know, okay. Let me tell you, people. That we for joking the country. One of the family EPF personnel. I want to spoke well yesterday.
You one of the EPS you one of the victims?
Of course. I was spoke well yesterday.
Okay.
And I will surely tell you that we don't want to take the people like this. Let me tell you one thing. If they put here, they will kill for governing the country. We're not going to kill them easy. We are not afraid of battling. This year we just throw about all of them. Two of them have been to the nation for the financial door. They are going to go. I think they have no more increasing. And I will assure you, the report method, I will assure you that you're not even going to stay in 26 over a bed. Tell me or not.
No. No, I'm hoping that you guys will be very peaceful about whatever you want to do.
We are peaceful. We are going to be peaceful. We are going to solve our issues. So we are peaceful. So if this will be peaceful, we will be people with it. We are not going to be people. We are not to the government give our benefit. We are not trying to get it. They give our benefit or not. We're going to smoke them. We're going to smoke them. We are aware of.
We'll leave you right here, my dear brother. I understand how you feel, but I cannot continue with you on the line. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead, 1 minute, quickly. How you doing, Chief? Oh, your line is terrible. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead, sir. 1 minute.
Hello.
How you doing, Chief? You heard the EPS guys. The guys are saying if Anthony Dennis, go ahead, Dennis. Let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, I see every problem coming to this country, especially the thing they are trying to dig up now is bringing problem into this country by coming out investigation that went on long time. They're trying to say our people.
No. We'll have that conversation, bro.
Yes, okay. Besides that, I see problems also coming about the kind of way the wage one are going on, the Senate position, moving our people from in power, running after opposition, doing a whole lot of things I think will bring a problem into this country. And we're not waiting for problems to come into this country. But if the old men want for problems to come into this country, we are begging you to stop. When you don't stop, when we start to go after you, it will be a problem. And there will be a problem that will be non-stop. So let him try to how you go on country for the people of Nigeria to know how to live with peace within the country.
Okay.
We're tired of war.
The drone will get pushed because the war, the will reconcile you.
Okay.
We are not war.
Thank you.
We are begging him to stop. Let him stop. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, my dear brother. Let's leave you and talk to the other person. Go ahead, sir. Quickly, no time. Quickly. Go ahead from Oro. Okay, all right. So Liberians are expressing themselves, and this is becoming worrisome. This person, go ahead. Let's hear you, sir.
Thank you. Okay. This is Washington.
Go ahead, Washington, quickly.
Yeah, okay. Let me commend the ex-EPL officer, and I do believe and I on the populations are with him. The power of government
Oh, Washington Sword from Disville Network is terrible. Washington, we are barely getting you. Okay, quickly, end your thought quickly.
Thank you. Because a group of people who claim to be patriotic when they were in the opposition, we are still in the country, and in less than a year, the country is heavily divided. 90% of the population are with the ex-EPL officer. It clearly says this to you. I'm except for any protest. Whatever reason that is. This country, you can see the tension within the country. I'm except for any protest. This government, there will be no more. I think we will. This government, I think it will end as an intense leadership.
We will. That is not what we want as a people. That is not what we're going to support. Trust me, we're not going to support it. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead quickly. 1 minute. Go ahead, Isaac, quickly.
Yeah, thank you. There's a need for the rescue mission to really think on some of these things. Look, the EPS officer and the police officer, they kind of information that we are getting regarding them, the way they are making some statements. There's a need for government to really do the benefit for these people. Because look, my brother, how can we celebrate July 26th? Some of us have been to you. Our brothers and sisters, they are then removed from their blood workplace. People in tears. Then you talk, look at the kind of and minister they want for on the July 26th. They kind of country what we in now where everybody cries, remove them from their job. How will somebody get happy when he kind of things are going on? So there's a need for the government to really do the right thing. You know, what they are level about consequence for churches there, we who are Christian, the Christian community is looking at it and they are not even talking. But when something to you tomorrow night, at the time you can say, because so much yourself in, make sure that the right thing be done for Mama Labura. Mama Labura is bleeding gradually. She's in tears.
Okay.
There's a need for the Christian community to really look at it and how the Christian community, but not our Muslim brothers and sisters. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We'll take the last two callers on this note. Then we call it a day. This person quickly, no time. How you doing? Quickly.
Yeah, this is Karina Toure. I'm Hospital in Peters. I'm calling you from Congotown.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let me first say thanks for the analysis this evening. You see, I'm on one of the stations this morning, and then I heard a journalist calling on Boakai to take phone and call President. We had to have a peace conversation. Can you imagine, since Boakai became president for 6 months now, he has never called any major opposition leader to have peace conversation with them, to tell you how arrogant these people are, to tell you how they are not in the interest of peace in this country. Boakai should know that they have the full responsibility. Now they are trying hunting everybody. When you criticize, they even post on social media to criticize the Boakai left government. You see people come and arrest you and put you in jail. So just imagine that. So right now, every citizen of this country will want to defend themselves. This is why you're hearing the EPS guys speaking like that. They have the right to defend themselves, to protect themselves, because this is the only option that we have. The government that we have right now, they are not protecting life and property, but they are rather destroying life and property.
Okay.
So the only thing that we can do as a citizen is to take precaution, is to help our neighbors, those that will feel that they need help. Like what they are saying, the representative of this kind of mountain, even though you support that, then they hear him, they worship him, but today they take him to be a bad person. Now they realizing that what we said before is the fact. They're running after him. Yes, we have the right to protect him too, because he is also a Liberian citizen, and we are seeing that the government is not providing protection for the citizens. So
thank you, thank you, Peter Lynn. Thank you very much. Thank you, Peter Lynn. We'll leave you right there. We'll leave you, Peter Lynn. Quickly, we take this other person on the line. Quickly, no time. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good afternoon, Oliver. And me say hi to this Edmond, the vision repair and I asked him to SC the mansion.
Go ahead,
You
Edmond.
know, we said this thing with all time will all number. That will the way in which Waka was proceeding when he took over the presidency of Liberia, about putting Liberia into danger, about putting the citizen in harm's way, he didn't listen. There's nowhere in the world that you will take over as a president. The only thing that you are concerned about is chasing from a job, the security of their job, that all are doing. Now you're hearing what the security people are saying, you hear what the citizens are saying. The question now is, my understanding is that this week that we are in, Waka have been meeting religious leaders, have been meeting the Muslim community, the Christian community. My question today is, what are you guys putting forward to Waka? What are you guys telling Waka? Well, all of the noise in the country, well, all of the people that are up there against our country, what are you guys saying to him? You guys went there to drink wine and break chicken bone and take transportation and go home. That's why you guys met Waka.
Okay, thank you.
I think your meeting with Waka should be suggesting to you that our country is going in the drain, our country is going back in the dark days.
Okay.
And we are not prepared for that because we don't have passport, we don't have visa in our passport.
Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Emma. We leave you. We take this question quickly. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
How are you? Okay. Good evening.
We are good, Pa. Hey, we are talking about.
Okay. The government said they get army and police people, but I'm telling you that they are armed force. The small, they not even the surveillance, so they must know what they are doing. Please, we're begging them, because when we're ready to rush on them, they will feel bad. Thank you.
We leave you right there. We leave Pa. Hey, we are talking about. Let's go to Man CC from Clarendon. Then we talk to one more person. We go home. Go ahead, Man CC.
Thank you, Kevin. How you doing?
We're great, man.
Thank you for the show, my son. No, okay. The whole country, anybody you see in this country, I want you getting me clear.
I'm listening to you.
Because my son did well, but me late for so I think my voice is clear now. You know, we're not getting this and that. No, 1 year again.
Congrats.
Yeah. Thank you. So it's okay. What I was saying, the whole country, anybody fails to see us when you passing with your car, just bring your witches down. Everybody fails that when you tie in the car, carrying it to go eat, and now one go blocking it. That's how we're looking in this country. Then you carry the car to go eat, and you don't want to go in front of the car and say everything rough up. You carry that one go eat, you force it to go because it's not telling fast to go. That's how we're looking today in Liberia. That's what I'm saying to be. Everybody fails fast up. You can see no chance. Someone say, Mama, anybody say, Mama, I won't pay. Let's get the bomb to the so be that my home pay. Why we send it to okay? Let me tell you a story on gas coming to there when a car store. I get for Keke, I made it not for the gas. Telling them there to see and the work document. They may not really all the way they carry in the community. So the boss for me, come and leave anyway. You must say we talk, so you stop, you say, oh man, later we'll talk. I say, okay. So you tell the boss, for my best, she left the boss, she wants to walk on the side. He said, man, I say, yes. He said, master, I thank you. Just talk for us. And now he said, we'll just join the police. They kept me off for a year and they said, don't come and leave. But once I want going on in the police, somebody said, so we'll join the police. Oh, man. So we'll send them to talk over. The police won't pay us. When I was talking, I want to keep the time. They put on the road.
But I thought in general, they're using the police people and they don't want to pay them because they were appointed during weird time. Yeah.
So for that reason, they call Russia now. It's too much in the street. Well, I want to say, when you run, will just go for you. Just something for a job, but it's just something to do with Jenna. I want to rush, but say, go for me. I go and say, me, I can't do the to you. Man, I think you're tough for just happy us. You do it for other people, put all down, they try to go every day. But then you see us, take care of complain. Tell them what I left my come and tell you, come over there about it. You want to say, "Kid, but it can be done by our over there." My is the family I hold here, and then now you can't rescue so. So because of the question going back for, but from our 8 people are holding it. Look, okay, I think anyone to go. We will stop there. Yeah, they come down. We'll take it.
The man said the government should not bring no guests to the country for drug tourism program because they will not allow it.
So what do we do,
So we got to keep appealing to the dismissed EPS officers. That's what we got to keep doing.
Let's keep the peace back in because we're happy when the two animals fall that the grass can suffer.
That's correct. That's correct.
We don't want to feed it.
That's correct.
So I beg you, don't get anywhere to go with someone Australia else that will not go to America for repatriation to carry us there. Someone keep us our country. And we hear our children, our grandchildren, everybody here. Or do we get food to eat? But let's get eating. And this is what you get our charity here. But don't get food to eat. But then remember, I said that. But check out my hungry, I was starving. Because I get it, you know, I tell you, I get it. Don't you tell them, this time not eating my friend meal. No market.
Thank you.
You understand? So do you have to get Easter? What they have? We're not joining. Oh, what is happening? We're joining. No. We're going to put that work coming out over there. They get a message, they get a passport. And they do bound, get out of leave a year ago. You must have been kidding. Why not? When we are putting on the platform, they will come tomorrow. The problem is telling you about it. Don't win. Let's go. When I win, we'll kill you, Master C. And the point win the fifth like me. So let them have fair.
Thank you.
I will tell God what to make that one. Big him out that will go. Let's leave it as it is.
Thank you.
Big him out on our airport. We back it now. Please for them. We hold it up. Okay. But then for me. For me, whatever I feel it. For me, Mama West Side, I want to know what's happening. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll leave you right there. We'll take the last caller. You're the last caller that we call your day. Quickly, you're the last person.
Me say thanks to the many listeners. Hello?
Go ahead, my brother. You are the last caller. We're not taking anybody after you.
Okay, thank you for the privilege. This is Thomas N. Sabo in phone from District 2, Motorola County, Leo Joseph.
Go ahead, Thomas.
Okay. First of all, let me say this. With respect to the Yeke Kodova issue, Yeke, I support Yeke, anything he do. Next, what the EPA want to do is the best thing in this country. This is Joseph Yuma Bagana want to govern. We all will do our own thing. The people who are trying to protect life and property. So if the president said they shouldn't protect our life and they volunteer themselves to protect life on the other side, why the bad thing are we people complaining here? If the people say they want no guests in this country, who united Liberia, Benin Liberia for we Liberia? If anything that will destroy Baka and his legacy, me, I will be part of it.
No. Our issues are policy oriented. Our issues are not personal. They are not destructive. And we're not going to support anything that's destructive. What we are asking the government to do is to man up, be responsible enough, stop hurting people, stop dividing the country, stop carrying on segregation. You know, that's what we're encouraging you to do. At the end of the day, we all want a very, very united country. We want a country that will prosper, and that's our line of advocacy. There are too many people who are winning. We hope to call some of you. We're going to initiate a conversation today. Just hold on. We are going to initiate a conversation today, and on tomorrow we'll continue with that conversation. You know, under the WIA administration, we've been having plenty controversial things happening in the country. Oh, Mr. Devil. Oh, the auditor died. The K auditor. The auditor died. Those are things we've been having in the country. So, Colonel Gregory Como of the Liberian National Police, the head of the Liberian National Police, decided to reopen most of the how you call this thing, the mysterious death cases in the country. You know the party people, all the other opposition parties to the CDC government campaign on these things. Oh, Joey in power. The 3 children from Simose, they lost. Today we came from the cherry. The other one is and trust me, let me say this to you. I can feel bad when somebody die. Nobody should die in the country for unjustifiable reason. When you get sick, you die. I want to go see it. But the person trying to reach or die and somebody forcibly kill them, I do not support it. Let me be clear on the record. What I also do not support is for somebody to make politics or play politics out of the death of another person. It is bad. because you're not helping the family. The more you politicize that person's death, the more you keep the family grieving. We initiating the conversation. I'm hoping that AB will throw more light on it this evening, and tomorrow morning, hopefully, Austin and Abu will do justice to the conversation. Then when we come back in the afternoon, we'll make our official position on it. One of the issues that caused problem in this country was the issue of the 3 boys, the missing boys from Simose. So since the party came to power, Gregor Como say all of those cases they come and go and open it. To reopen the cases and investigate it. That one, I am happy about it. You know why I'm happy? Because we want to know the truth. So today, Gregor Como had a press conference and informed the public about what his police was able to discover in the 3 missing boys. Yes, it was 3 missing boys. Gregor Como had a press conference today, and this is what the chief investigator of the Republic of Liberia on that operation, this is what he said today at the press conference, right by Gregor Como. I want you to listen to him. Then later on, we'll play Gregor Como's voice. We'll cease the conversation for today, and hopefully tomorrow we'll resume. Listen to it. Take your time, you listen.
I'm Alfred T. Quire of the OK unit, Liberia National Police. Reference the Simoses issue. They were initially investigated in the year 2020. But looking at the nature and the significance of the case and the public outcry, the director of police was far-sighted in instructing the court case unit to unearth this matter. And we resurrected the entire issue. And during the process, we paid a visit in Bong Mines, where the incident occurred in the St. Paul River. We visited the villages, towns, and spoke with eyewitnesses, witnesses. I will have given a pertinent issue reference to the incident of towns.
Okay, so I want you to take your time and listen. The chief investigator is saying that when the 3 missing boys situation happened, the police went. Gregor Como said in the rest of this is today's press conference. He said the police went to Bon Mines, the place where the thing happened, and the police went to do that investigation. I want you to take a time to listen.
When the incident occurred in the St. Paul River, we visited the villages, towns, and spoke with eyewitnesses.
We visited the villages, the towns, and we spoke with eyewitnesses.
Witnesses. I will have given a pertinent issue reference to the incident. We also visited the crime scene. Okay. And predicated upon that, we realized that, it was established that Siafa Boyman, Robert Blamo Jr., and Bobby Banquet, who were victimized during the process.
That the 3 missing boy name he calling, so listen.
When in the Kino were capsized on the St. Paul River on October 17, 2020, it was established that Siafa Boyman had drowned. The body was discovered. The body was identified by eyewitnesses based upon the clothes that he was wearing. But the other 2 bodies, in person of Robert Blamo Jr. and Barbara Backway, we did not find them, or we have not discovered, or who know the whereabouts of the person.
Okay. So the man is saying, when they went to Bon Mines to do the investigation, they were able to discover out of the 3 boys that went missing, they saw one of them body. They identified him, everything. But the remaining 2, they were not able to see them. But that one who body they saw, he got drowned in the river, in the St. Paul River. Maybe came to Castle and he couldn't swim and he died. So he said his clothes were on him and they're checking everything. Listen to it. Take your time.
So, in accordance with Chapter 25 and Subchapter 25.3 of the Civil Procedure Law of the Republic of Liberia, with caption presumption of death and presumption of life and death, which states that when a person is missing and when he has not been heard from or communicated with within the period of 7 years, then that person is presumed dead. And looking at the time frame of the incident of the present, the 7 years are not elapsed. So we still take Boy and Robert Blanco Jr. to be missing, but the investigation is ongoing. As for those who were accused in person of Moses, of St. Moses, and Abraham Samuels, there were no criminality established.
Okay. So the policeman say, see Moses who they say send the cherry there, and one Abraham Samuels, the police say they were able to investigate those two people, and there was no criminality, that was discovered. So it means the police investigation say another man caused the death, or the other two person another caused the death of Siafa, because they said the phone Siafa in the river, he died after the kidney cancer. But the other two people who did not find yet, they can declare the two people dead or missing. They still declare them missing. They can declare them dead because the law say only after 10 years, when you're not hear from the person after 7 years, when you're not hear from the person before you can say they die. So since 7 years not passing, 2020, 7 years not pass, if 7 years will be ending 2027, they will wait until that time. After 2027, when they not find the other two boys, then means the two boys die. But the thing was, see Moses. According to the police investigation, the thing the man saying, Gregor Kumo said in arrest that today they had a press conference. They say, see Moses and the other Samuel guy, they don't see anything criminal with them. They can hold them responsible. Listen to it.
And Abraham Samuels, there were no criminality established. There were no criminality established to hold them culpable of whatsoever incident that occurred. From our investigation conclusion, it was natural disaster.
Yeah? From our own investigation and conclusion, this is the police giving their update on the three missing boys situation, specifically on the one, the one person who was discovered dead. This is the police guy, and those of you watching it, you'll see Gregor Como standing right beside him, the chief investigator, telling you that from their own investigation, there was no foul play. Patrick Suru and the police under George Ria said the same thing. There was no foul play. Under Greg Como and Joe Baca, the police are still saying the same thing. No foul play. Tomorrow we have a whole conversation on this thing. Listen to it.
From our investigation conclusion, it was natural disaster.
From our own investigation and conclusion, it was natural disaster. Meaning people go in the water, they go swim, they kill cancer, and God forbid that has something happen. You listen to the man himself. Gregor Kuma is standing right beside him. Listen to it.
Of whatsoever incident that occurred. From our investigation conclusion, it was natural disaster. So arrest the nurse.
Okay. From our own investigation, it was natural disaster. That's how he left, and he gave the podium to Gregor Kuma for Gregor Kuma to continue talking. Let's go to Gregor Kuma quickly, then we go home. Tomorrow we'll continue with the conversation. Tomorrow we are going to continue with the conversation. But that is what we have at the moment. That is what we have at the moment. So on tomorrow, I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping that AB will pick it up tonight in the morning. My dear brothers, Austin and Abu, we'll do justice to it. And when we come back in the afternoon, that is going to be the starting point. That is where we're going to start the conversation. Now, the reason why I support the decision by Gregor Como to reopen these cases is because it will bring to closure the many controversies we've been having in the country relative to origin. Three missing boys, the other one. We want to bring those things to a closure because it will be good for all to separate politics from exactly what happened. The good thing is the same report I was given under Patrick Suru and the Georgia administration regarding this system, the three boys, is the same report that has been given under Joe Walker and Gregor Como. Tomorrow, we'll give you sufficient information regarding the process, but we are interested and we want all Liberians to support this endeavor by the LMP to get to the bottom of all of these investigations. Until we return on tomorrow, have a wonderful time. God bless you. Bye-bye. And Standard Number will keep doing business with you right here on the People Station.
I'm a part of the boy. Crime Stopper, the people bringing